Yeah, this is going to be a very quick video about triangle mid-segment. We learned this the first semester in geometry, and so we're just going to look back at it again. This is a special segment that's going to connect it's going to connect the midpoints of two different sides. When we have this mid-segment in there, two things we learned was that this mid-segment is parallel to the third side, the one it does not connect a midpoint to, and this mid-segment is half the length of that third side. So it's parallel and half the length. So in this diagram, we're going to go ahead and draw in segment DE, which is going to be our mid-segment. So we're going to go over here and we're going to find where we think the midpoint is, making sure that we mark a segment AD is congruent to segment DC, because it is the midpoint. And then over here on segment CB, we're going to go ahead and mark where we think the midpoint is, and that'll be point E. And then marking that segment CE is congruent to segment EB. So we have our congruent markings already, and then we need to make sure that we have our parallel signs. This is going to bring us in, and you'll see this on the next problem, with you've got these parallel lines and you've got these transversals. So this is going to be bringing up our same side interior. We're going to have corresponding angles, so bringing up our parallel lines and transversals as well. Let's take a look at here. So we've got a couple different mid-segments in this triangle. Let's first look at finding the measurement of XZ. They've given us an angle measurement of 124, and they gave us a segment length of 7 and a segment length of 13. XZ is the first one we're going to find right here. XZ is a mid-segment, and this mid-segment is going to be half of its parallel side down here of RT. So XZ will be half of RT. RT is 13, so we're going to take half of that to get 6.5. Next, we take a look at ST. ST is the entire side over here. So we're going to compare it to its mid-segment. Its mid-segment is right here. The opposite of 1/2 is doubling. So here, ST, we're going to have to take 2 times XY. So 2 times 7 will get us 14. Next, we're going to be looking at the length of SZ right here. Now, SZ, we need to remember, is half of the side length, because point Z is the midpoint. That's what connects a mid-segment, two midpoints. So segment SZ is congruent to segment ZT. We just found out that segment ST was 14, so that means for both of these to be congruent, their measurements have to be 7. Now, with the next problem here, this is where we have our parallel lines and transversals we're looking at, okay? When we take a look at, we're looking for angle RYX. So we're looking for this angle right here. What we need to see is we're also going to be using a property of a parallelogram. We just talked about parallelograms and how the opposite angles are congruent. We are looking at this parallelogram right here. So that tells us that right here, this 124, angle T is also going to be 124. So we have to see this first. The next thing we need to take a look at is, because mid-segment YX is parallel to the third side, TS, we have parallelism right here, right? If we look at these two lines as being parallel and this being the transversal, we have here, right at angle T and at angle RYX, we have corresponding angles. Okay, there's a lot going on in this little tiny picture. So down here, I want you to note with a little asterisk or a star, corresponding angles. Since segment XY right here is parallel to segment ST right here. Make sure you know what that parallel symbol means. So that means, since we have opposite angles and a quadrilateral being congruent, making this angle T 124 degrees, now we can transfer it over to parallel lines in our transversal. And if you want to see this as a better example, if you have XY right here, and you have ST right here, these are parallel, and then we take that line RT This is our transversal. So here are your corresponding angles, just in case you need another representation without everything else that's on there. So this is 124 degrees. That's just a refresher on your mid-segment of a triangle.